You're tuning in to Music Studio News Worldwide. I am Mr. Turn Up Shawty. Follow me on Instagram at Mr. That's M-R. Turn, like you're turning the car up, like you're going up, and then Shawty. We got Mr. Barfield in the building. What's going on, Mr. Barfield?
Yo, what's going on, man? It's Jay Hunt. All right.
Drop your Instagram and let the people know who you are.
Yo, so it's JHUNT.INC. That's my Instagram. So, yo, it's Jay Hunt, Mr. God Rich himself. And, yo, appreciate you having me out here, man. Yo, I know we probably breaking protocol, but I just want to say, man, yo, whip, that Camaro, man, that I see, man, I know you done put that thing on the dyno track,
man. Man, I ain't even know that man.
I know you put it on the dyno, man.
We been sitting here, we done took a shot and everything, and he ain't even said nothing about the Camaro, man. You know, that's just a little project car, man. You know, man, I've always been in the cars, man, just like I've been in the music and just like I've been in the fashion, you know. It's just a hobby, man. That's all,
hobby.
Man. Yeah. So
you
said
creating the Hulk, man.
You're right.
Honestly,
you're right. I mean, you know, it's just a little hobby. That's how I'm gonna look. I ain't gonna put no name on it because I'm all about energy. So it's just, you know what I'm saying. So who are you and where are you from?
Well, look, man. So I'm Jay Hunt. Where I'm originally from, I'm actually from Florida, closer to Tampa, but you can catch it out there with a zip code 33841. Little country town, man, out there in Fort Meade, man. You know, like as soon as you go out there, 18th Street's one traffic light. So you know, coming out here to Atlanta to come out here and be with y'all and you know feel the vibe, man. It's different, man. It's a lot fast paced, man. I got a higher speed limit and everything down here, so everything is like, you know, just getting some used to. But for the most part, man, that's where I'm from, man. Got two parents, you know what I'm saying? Like my pop, you know what I'm saying, born 1947.
Yes, sir.
He was 48 years old when I was born. My mama, she was born 1958. She was 38 when I was born. So you know, I got that old school mentality in, man. So a lot of traditional characteristics inside, man.
I got you, boss. I get that vibe from you though. You got a nice little. Like your aura is like. If you could say old school, you could say that because you peeped the car. Because I mean, you probably like old cars too. That's probably how you was able to peep that. So
man, that 1969 Camaro, man.
That's a nice car. That's a nice car.
Yo.
Like one of my partners had a Camaro back in the day, and I was just like, man, I tell you, they were hard. They were red. You know what I'm saying?
Like a matte or candy apple.
That thing, like the matte.
Come on with it, man. Come on with it, man.
Like real shit. That shit was too hard, bro. Like, so yeah, I always been in the cars, man. So like I said, so who were some of your influences while growing up?
Man, some of my influences, I would say Jeezy and I would say Jeezy, man, to be real with you.
Jeezy?
Rick Ross, you know what I mean? Like,
so you tied into the rap industry as well. So not only are you able to change people's lives, but you tied into the rap industry as well.
I mean, absolutely.
You know, a lot of people in that culture, they need that. You gotta understand, there's a lot of people that's into the music, the rap, especially the rap culture, especially people like Jeezy. They need life changing. If you really peep Jeezy, his whole career, he switched his whole swag up to from where he was to now.
Absolutely. T.I. as well too, man.
Yeah.
You know. But no, I would just like with the influence that they have, and you know how they put subliminal message on how they hustle and how they got themselves out of certain predicaments and out of certain situations to where they are at right now, so that way they can actually give back. You know what I mean? But also during that transition, I just know like they had a big influence on our community. Not because what they look like us and stuff like that, but also like, you know, like we don't come from a geographic, or we don't come from a spot where, you know, we have an inheritance. We don't have that. A lot of people want to say 400 years of slavery, you know what I'm saying? Like that was way back then. That don't affect us, man. But you gotta understand, like,
I covered up.
You gotta understand, like, you put like $10 to $100 into a stock, or even an S&P 500.
I'm listening, right? I grab that food, but then when you start trying to give knowledge, I'm listening.
Hey, man, if you can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, man, you in the wrong spot.
You in the wrong spot, man. I done heard that before, though.
Hey, but it's real, though.
Honestly, you could put it on the table, because, I mean, we are at a restaurant. Those of you who don't know, we are where?
Hey, man, we at the Daiquiri Bar, man.
You know what I'm saying? The Daiquiri Bar in Atlanta. Right now, Music Studio News Worldwide, you know what I'm saying? Tap in. This interview finna go viral.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? It's finna go viral. Real talk. You know you ain't hungry, but we gonna feed you today, bro. Real talk. Because you educating us. You know, you ever heard of food for thought?
Hey,
I can't eat all this by myself.
That's Southern hospitality, man. I appreciate it.
I can't eat all this by myself.
You said
Repeat it again one more time for me.
All right, so in the S&P 500, right, it's a stock portfolio that's full of multiple different stocks. So it's kind of like a melting pot. So they keep all the stocks that are doing good. They keep all the stocks that are doing well, and they keep those stocks in. The stocks that are doing bad, they kick them out. So what you do with a stock, you put your money into it because you want to get a return out of it, which is ROI. All right.
Hey.
Yeah. So
that's ultimately I understand that.
Yeah. So once it goes up, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna. That's when it goes up, you're gonna get compounding interest. You're gonna get the gains. You're gonna get the gains, right? So you put like $10 in, it goes up. You're gonna get back, at least like $50, or you're gonna get back to $100 per each share that you put into. So there's also a percentage gap into it. Now time also plays a big factor into it as well, and that's where the compounding interest comes into. So the more time, the more you leave that stock in there alone, the more compounding interest you're gonna get back, and the more of an ROI you're gonna get back, which is your return on investment. ROI is return on investment. You're gonna get it back. What's up?
I've always been into it, but I'm gonna tell you what I was scared of.
What's up?
Nobody can understand me how I could just take my money out when I want to take it out. Like that's why I haven't never really got into it, because I used to be like, okay, so what if you want to take your money out? And nobody could explain that shit to me, bro. So that's what kind of like deterred me. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you dropping sauce, you know what I'm saying? We got good vibes going on. So I'm gonna be nothing but be honest with you. So as far as because nowadays, we live in a gig era, if you know what that means. Meaning like it's the same difference as stocks, because stock is, I look at it like a video game for the most part. You know what I'm saying? The more you put into it, the more time you put into it, the more you're gonna get out of it. You see what I'm saying? And if you want to reference a video game, let's just say like Grand Theft Auto or something like that. The more time you put into it, the more you ever play Grand Theft Auto online?
Absolutely.
All right, so the more time you're gonna put into it, the more you're gonna learn, whether it's just interacting with people like you. So, like, when it comes to stocks, I honestly feel like, I ain't gonna say that. To go back to what I was saying as far as the gig economy, you can cash out. You can go out here right now and get on an app or get on get on a quick gig, and they'll pay you right then and there. You see what I'm saying? So as far as the stocks, you might stay up all night and see something that moves faster than the next person. If you could take your money out, could you take your money out like then? And what would be the causes of that, and what would be the effect?
All right. So if you take your money out, right, it's like with stocks, it's not like a 401k. It's not like anything. You take it out too early, you're not gonna get a 10% penalty or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But what you can do, if you want to like trade stocks for yourself, there's E-Trade. You can go on E-Trade. You can do that. You can take it out whenever you need to. All right. And then there's also a Ameritrade as well too. You can take it out whenever you want to. But there's also if you want a broker or you want someone to kind of like guide you through it, there's also places like Edward Jones, and there's other firms and brokers out there that are fiduciary. You want to look for a firm that's fiduciary. What fiduciary means is, fiduciary, they're going to look out for your best of interest and best of interest only. They're not going to look in trying to get a dollar out of you. They're not going to look in trying to see like, hey, how much commission can I get out of you? That's their law, and their whole reason and purpose is to look out for you and your best of interest.
Yeah, somebody got your best interest.
Exactly.
It's always good when you're dealing with money.
Yeah.
Like, that's always good.
Yeah, man, that's a huge resource, man.
I'm just being honest.
No doubt.
And not to get off too subject, because we are, like I said, we eating. So, I honestly appreciate the information that you've given us. Like, when I go back and watch this tape, I'm gonna be able to not only be appreciative of the work that's being created, but I'm gonna be able to learn something.
Like, we only scratch the surface, man.
Yeah, like, and I feel like this bond right here, like this is me, like you said, scratching the surface.
Yeah.
Like, real talk. Like, you took the words right out of my mouth. Being that there are many ebooks and courses out about credit restoration and financial advice, what makes the Gore Consultant ebook different from the others?
Look, first thing, I'm gonna give you disputes, like dispute letters, so you can send to the credit bureaus, right?
Yeah, I've heard about those dispute letters.
Yeah, so I actually have dispute letters inside, like a 609 letter, dispute letters that you can actually send to Experian, Transaction, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. You actually send those letters to them and actually get your anything that's negative, unverifiable, or inaccurate. You can get that off your report.
Yeah, because them letters is what make the difference. Because you can dispute it online, but the letters, if they don't respond, It's all about the documentation. It's the difference between a lawyer and you going to represent yourself.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I respect that.
But that's why you gotta have people like me in your corner to actually represent you and actually like put any things in place to know that, hey, what's going on with this account? What happened to this account? You know, you tell me like, hey, you know, let's say you went to,
you can eat too, bro. Like,
cool. Let's say
share this. Like,
let's say
no pressure.
Let's say you went to college, right? And you went to college, right? And you weren't able to pay off your loans within like for whatever reason you weren't able to pay off your loans. So now your loans, they sell the college.
Sell it to somebody else, and now they call it trying to collect on the debt.
Exactly. They call in and try to collect on the debt. Like whatever the state you went to the institution for education, each state has a statute of limitations.
Facts. That's with any law.
Exactly.
That's with any crime. That's with anything financial. Anything dealing with federal, it has a statute of limitations. A lot of people don't know that. I know that just from dealing with being in the streets. Like, and my uncles and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never forget this. My uncle, he got caught a charge. When he moved from that state, he moved to Texas, and when he got to Texas, it was past the statute of limitations, so they couldn't prosecute him. So, you know what I'm saying? It was like a felony charge. Like, so that does play a part, bro. Like I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like, a lot of the stuff you telling me is like a domino effect. It's stuff I've heard, but it's like you just have to implement it in what you're doing. And I feel like, honestly, you are a key source in that. Implementing it is just gonna be like, I'm honestly gonna use you. Anybody that's paying attention, if you're not soaking up sauce at this point, then I want you to just tap in and just start paying attention, because it can't do anything but get better from here with the conversation I'm having with this young man. And you said your name was?
J Hunt, man.
And your Instagram, let them know where they can follow you at on Instagram.
All right, jhunt.inc, man. jhunt.inc.
jhunt.inc.
There we go.
Being a financial strategist, what kind of challenges do you encounter on a daily basis?
I think the biggest challenges that I have, man, is really like my clients will call me a lot. They call me a lot. They call me a lot. They want to know, hey man, what's going on with this? Why this ain't moving, man?
I'm gonna tell you why I'm laughing so hard. I was a booking agent, man. And
for real?
One thing about when you implement that word, clients, and I'm a driver on the side, so
I was about to say, I'm gonna take this.
Clients, it's different when clients are calling you versus regular people. Those people are people you build rapport with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For the most part, like, you said they call you a lot?
Yeah, man, they call me a lot, bro.
We got the Henny question of the day coming up soon. Like, so I got this man, that's why I've been, trying to make sure he got his food on his stomach, because we already took a shot, just to loosen everything up. And we are at the Daiquiri Factory on Old National. New Orleans Daiquiri Factory, my bad, you know what I'm saying?
You know it.
But, so you said on a daily basis what you encounter, one of your challenges would be people calling you, like, your clients, for the most part.
They be calling me like 12 o'clock in the morning sometimes, man. I be like, man, that's way after business hours. So I gotta let them know, man, you can't be calling me around that hour, man. They get me in trouble like that.
Exactly, because you like, man, I ain't trying to answer that around 1 o'clock. I'm in my mode, bro. I'm in my bed. I'm chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might not even pick up for a family member if they ain't texting me, let me know something going on.
No doubt.
I'm just keep it 1,000. So I feel you with that. What is one thing you see black people do wrong when they get money, and how could you fix it?
I would say they be cash heavy. A lot of our people, we're cash heavy. We're not credit heavy. You know what I mean? So I say that to say this. It's like, bro, like let's say you win the lottery, right? You get like $50,000, right? You get $50,000. You spend that money, that's your capital. That's all your capital that you have. So if you're spending this on this item, this object, whatever, like, and it's not making you a return, you know what I mean? Like, you're blowing your money. Like, if you have credit and you can actually say you did win $50,000, put that in the bank, right? Put that in your bank account, and then let it sit. The only thing you gotta let it sit in there for like 5 days. Let it sit in there for 5 days, right? The bank, you don't establish a relationship with that bank, right? So with that bank, they're gonna see the fact that, yo, you got $50,000 in here, man. Look, we're gonna give you a credit limit of X, Y, and Z, like $50,000 or $25,000, whatever, however you want to do it. So now you use that credit card, whatever it is that you're trying to spend it, like, you put that on your business. Don't buy it. Don't spend that $50,000 on miscellaneous things. Spend your money on things that's going to get you out of the situation that you're in, and that's going to give you a return of income, right? So that's why I tell people, man, stop being cash heavy, man. Get these credit cards, go to these credit unions, get the credit. The credit limits are there for you to use. Like, use it. Don't just be so cash heavy, man. Because once you take all your capital, it's like this. No, but I'm saying, like, and you want to get approved for a house, right? You got a loan officer. Your loan officer is going to look, they're going to ask you for what? Your bank statements for the past 3 months.
Yep.
So when they ask you for your bank statement for the last 3 months, depending on what type of loan program that you're into, whether it's a NACA loan, whether it's FHA, or whatever loan that it is, they want to look at the 3 months like statement. So if you don't have the money, if you don't have the capital that's inside, they're not going to approve you for that loan, and you're not going to get the house.
If you don't have the capital as far as the money in the bank at that time, even if you have the financial,
but it has to be there for 3 months though. It can't just be there for like 1 month.
You was telling me something. I needed to hear that. Honestly, because I had a conversation with someone about just as far as like,
what's up?
Having let's say you had $15,000 in the bank. But your credit wasn't all that. But you wanted to buy a house. And this person, I felt like they told me that it couldn't be done. I'm like, man, it could be done. Even if you had to take every dime in that $15,000 to buy that house, it could be done. No matter, I ain't gonna say no matter what your credit was, but if your credit was, because you know when you talk credit, you got to really talk numbers. Because I'm in the binary codes and things of that. You got to really be like, if my credit was 5 something, and I had $15,000 in the bank, could you buy that house? Because a lot of people, I ain't gonna lie, I run into a lot of people, like you said, be cash heavy, have the money and don't feel like they have the credit. But I feel like if they're doing what you're saying and practicing those I ain't gonna say responsibilities,
exercises,
and methods, you could pretty much do anything. Because most people with 15,000 ain't sitting, like you said, they not cash heavy, but they are. But imagine if you did have it in the bank, you building those relationships. It's all about those relationships. Like, and I honestly never thought about it like that. I never thought about it like that. So I feel like what you said was very informative. And this interview, like I said this once before, this interview probably gonna go viral. I'm just gonna be honest.
No doubt.
So I ain't gonna be short but sweet. You know what I mean? But what I am gonna do is I just want to know what is the next for Gore Consulting.
Next thing I see for the Gore Consulting is just helping people like with marketing, ads, and like creating a culture to where, hey, like, it's cool to start your own business. It's cool to start your own business. We need more entrepreneurs out here. There's a lot of money out here for everyone to get. So it's like putting our people in a better situation. You know what I mean? We don't have to be looked down upon or looked frowned upon or be stereotyped just because of our skin color. Like, yo, you look like that. Okay, we know. Da da da. You know what I'm saying? You ever had that? That feeling like when you go inside of a store and people, you know, they just like watch you or they feel like you can't afford anything and stuff like
all
that.
All the time.
You know what I mean? Like
it's racial. It's not even racial profiling. You get it. People of color do that too. Like they do it over the phone. It ain't even just going in stores. I've been in customer service for a long time. So one thing about people and personalities, like one thing I can say is like it goes back to what they say when you got to practice. What is that? Kindness. What's the saying? You gotta be kind to people.
What do you mean?
It's a saying like be kind to those even when they act crazy to you. Cause you never know what
kill them with kindness?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
You took it right out of my mind, but I swear to God, bro, you took it. That's why I really wasn't even trying. I was really just waiting on you to finish.
Hey man, what month are you born in, man?
October. I'm a Scorpio, but I'm gonna cuss. I'm gonna cuss. You know what I'm saying? I got the Libra tendencies, but I'm a Scorpio, so okay. You know what I'm saying? But what about you?
I'm an Aries, man.
Aries. Oh man, let me tell you about something about Aries, man. One thing I do know about Aries, like you cannot read them. They're like, they always are reinventing themselves. Like, come on, man. I wouldn't say like it's almost like, I don't know, like a diamond in the rough. Like they be like, all the Aries I've ever had encounters with, like as far as just like doing business and being around, they be like predominantly like standout type people, like if that make any sense, like when the Aries walk in the room, you know it's a fucking Aries.
So like Pop Smoke, man, they shake the room.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, shit, I didn't even know he was an Aries.
R.I.P. man.
I didn't even know. Yeah, R.I.P. to Pop Smoke. I didn't even know he was an Aries.
To be honest with you, I don't know if he's an Aries or not.
Okay.
No, I'm just, okay. I just use his verse.
Oh
man.
damn,
you know
that's
what I mean?
crazy.
That quote.
This motherfucker.
Nah, I
See how the motherfucker doing your ass?
Right, man.
There's some goddamn Aries right there for y'all. Y'all see that shit on camera, right? So y'all better watch out for them goddamn Aries, bro. So I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, it's been very informative. Everything that you know what I'm saying, that you've been dropping the gems, like all the information. Like, what I want to do is we're gonna get into the Henny question of the day.
All right.
And the Henny question of the day is presented by Hustlers with Ambition. And you know, typically the Henny question of the day is you get a choice of a question, and you get a choice of answering the question yes or no. If you answer yes, you got to take 2 shots. If you answer no, you got to take 1 shot.
Yeah, man, I gotta get my mind right. Gotta go back into that mind frame when I was in college, man. Damn,
my phone died. It should never died, but
it's all cool, man.
We if those that was just tuning in, we had the live on Instagram going on where they doing the milestone right now with the badges, and my phone died. But it is what it is. We gonna tune in as long as we got you guys right there watching, tuning in at home. That's all that matters.
Yes, sir.
We about to get into the Henny question of the day, and the Henny question of the day, as you guys know, we bring out the Who's Bad Party Time funnel. You did what I'm saying? So, and it's brought to you by Hustlers with Ambition. Damn. Hustlers with Ambition Entertainment. And we're going to get into the drum roll. Drum roll, please. Any question of the day is going to be...
What's going to be, man?
I want to try to keep it pertaining to something like in that field of credit, but I don't want to incriminate you. So we always try to keep it fleet and for the grown and sexy. Because when you drinking Henny and when you drinking, you know what I'm saying, you drinking Henny, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get friendly. Like, let's just be 1,000. So the Henny question of the day to you is going to be, have you ever got tipsy or been tipsy or sober and tried to use your gift the gab? Because what you got is the gift the gab. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna be for real. It's the gift the gab. Okay. Have you ever tried to use your gift the gab to get some nookie?
I would say the second one was when I met Terry Red.
Shit.
I talked with her. You know, I seen her. We met actually in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, man. And I seen her. I just, you know, I was like, huh. So I saw she was standing with a dude. You know what I mean? But you know, that ain't phased me or anything like that. So I just walked up to her and I just like, hey man, like, you know, what's up? This and that, the fourth. You know what I mean? And I just told her, you know, I think you're really, you know, beautiful, da da da. But the thing is, she wasn't giving me no time of day, like at all. Like she gave me Instagram, no number, but she didn't give me no time of day at all, man. So
you can get back in this one.
She was telling me, yo, like, hey man, I was like, hey, can we meet up? She was like, yeah, man. I was like, where you at? And then she was just like, yo, I'm on the downstairs on the bottom at the taco bar. So I go down to the taco bar, man. And I talked with her, man, and I seen everybody else that was there, man. Shout out to Nikki Brooks. Nikki Brooks was there, and shout out to Kareem. Kareem was there as well, too. So I guess she thought I was gonna get stuck, like when everybody was around the table, you know what I mean? But I wasn't. So I went down, talked with her, man, and I think, yeah, she said I got a pretty good mouthpiece, man. She said I talk real well, and I pretty much was like, you know, a little too smooth. So I guess she had some concerns about that, man. But it was a real.
Man, when you smooth, I'm gonna be honest. When you smooth, they always have concerns because they not used to that. Like, I ain't gonna even lie. Society is fucked up. Like, honestly, and that's why you're like, I can feel why you like, man, I fix your credit, bro. Like, society's so fucked up. Like, if I fix your credit, you can make the world a better place.
Yeah.
Like, cause society like paints this impression of the bad guy being the best person in the world, and it's like the bad guy 9 times out of 10 don't even got their credit fixed.
Yeah,
I'm just being honest. Like they be like you said, cash heavy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And like, man, as you get older, people start talking about retirement. You like, retirement? You remember when you was a kid and people used to say that shit and you didn't pay no attention?
Yeah.
But as you get older, you start listening like, you know, that's a part of credit.
But you know the culture shift, man. It's not all about, you know, the American dream about having a white picket fence, a home.
It damn sure ain't.
It's not like that no more.
You're right. It ain't. So the culture does shift.
It's changed, man. It's changed.
It changed a lot. That's real what you said, though.
Absolutely, man.
That man said the culture shift. Like I told you, this interview finna go viral. You know what I'm saying? Henny question of the day, presented by Hustlers with Ambition, Mr. Turn Up Shouty. Follow me on Instagram. Follow your boy.
J Hunt, man. Mr. Go Out Rich himself, man. J Hunt, INC.
Let's go. And there we go. So I'm gonna let you do the honors, lady friend.
You said
Two shots.
right?
He taking 2 shots.
All right.
He gonna take 2 of them.
I'm ready.
He gonna take
man.
2 of them.
She gonna put both of them in there at the same time, or just like?
She gonna put, nah, she gonna, oh damn, dog, you hear this man? That man trying to go in. He talking about you gonna put both of them in, you want both of them in the same time?
Man,
Let you
look,
pick it.
hey, man.
Cause we at the daiquiri factory, so what we gonna do?
Hey man, slow feet don't eat, man. Let's do it.
Oh
Come on,
man, that man said put both of them shits in there.
Yeah, I got
Hold
it.
on now, he's on both of them. Hold on now. Hold on now. Hold on now.
Also,
Oh, they was ready for this. They
Also want to tell y'all
they
this,
talked
man.
about this while they was in the bed at home. Cause if y'all don't know, I interviewed Terry Red. I interviewed her. You know what I'm saying? I got that right.
Yeah.
All right, we interview her.
Hey,
Real talk.
How many seconds?
Employee appreciation.
How many seconds I got to take this shit down?
You ain't got no seconds, but you gon' hold on. Let me make sure we get this shit on camera.
It's on camera.
Oh yeah, we got you right here. Hold up, we got you.
And this is 2 shots of Henny.
Yeah, there's 2 shots of Henny. Y'all see him for the Henny question of the day. Mr. Turn Up Shot in the building. Let's get it.
Let's go,
Come
man.
on.
Let's go.
Hey, great. Let's go out rich.
Hey! Like I said, brother, it goes down. Music Studio News Worldwide. Henny question of the day. Mr. Turn Up Shouty in the building. Follow me on Instagram at Mr. That's turn like you turning the car. Up like you're going up and then Shouty.
Hey man, J Hunt Incorporate. Hey man, you need to have you need to start having some wheelchairs, man, so you start rolling people out, man. Put it on the back.
Look, we got the cameraman on the live. I got a camera for my cameraman over there.
Hey, man.
Shout out to that boy Danny Digital, boy.
Hey,
if you
Danny
need
Digital, man.
Man, look, that boy, these 2 men right here, you know what I'm saying, with the inclusion, I guess you could say, of this young lady and myself, we are the future.
I can get out one more gym real quick.
Go ahead, boss, you got it. We still rolling, because I still got like 15 minutes on this.
All right, cool, man. Look, so when you get your credit good, when you get your credit right, you're going to want to get these American Express cards. All right, so these American Express cards, they give out a whole lot of benefits. Benefits as they give you credit for Uber, they give you credit for Grubhub, and they also give you credit for airlines, flights, and give you 5 times the points, all the way down to 4 times the points, right? So if you're a business owner, right, it's best for you to get these cards. You have your LLC for at least 2 years. Apply for these cards right here. Once you get these cards right here in your LLC, now you can use these cards and take all the reward points to pretty much pay for, like, matter of fact, we can do an Airbnb. That's a perfect example. So get an Airbnb, right? You get these cards. You go and do a corporate lease with an Airbnb of your choice, or an apartment complex of your choice, right? You use these right here for your toiletries. Use these right here for your, all of your necessities and everything that's going to be in your Airbnb. And so now it's underneath your LLC. So
I've heard that before.
So now you get a tax break. You get a tax break because underneath your LLC, but you also get a tax break when you use your reward points. You can use your reward points to pay for your overhead and take down your low expenses, right? So once you use that and use your reward points for it, you still get a tax break at the end of the year just off of that.
Yeah, I heard that.